listening to the Talking to Frosty podcast, the show where I get to hang out and talk to some of my more interesting, sometimes strange, and just sometimes downright weird friends. So sit back, turn off your brain, and turn up your radio. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to the show. And so we got our coffees and...
Yeah, coffee time.
So, coffee.
Cheers.
Hey, coffee.
Top of the morning.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. This is the Talking to Frosty podcast. Before we get started, I have to give a shout out to our sponsors. Today's podcast is sponsored by Electric Kitty Enterprises. Go to electrickitty.redbubble.com. Check out abstract art designs on t-shirts, dresses, blankets, pillows, phone covers, journals, and more. That's right. Check out electrickitty.redbubble.com. Please support the arts and this channel. Thank you very much. Today we are joined by my good friend. Please state your full name.
Lance W. Neatherlin. No,
W?
I don't know. Fuck whatever.
Oh, you
Lance William. Lance. Just Lance.
Oh, okay.
Lance Neatherlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Used to be spelt like the country. Now it's got a bunch of added shit in there, and nobody's like Neatherlin. It's Neatherlin.
Neatherlin?
Yeah. Sounds like country, but not.
Yeah. So, I was kind of thinking about something this morning when I was getting ready, and it's funny that Lance, being the great guest that he is, brought me a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Oh, everybody hates pumpkin spice, and I know they hate Starbucks and whatever. Just, I think it's pretty weird. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking of things that people hate, and why? Why would somebody hate pumpkin spice? I mean, it's good. I mean, it tastes good.
It's pretty delicious.
I don't know. It kind of reminds you of like autumn and stuff, and everybody loves Halloween and whatever. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but
earthy.
Other things people hate is candy corn. I don't know. I don't really understand that one either, but
I think candy corn comes on a little strong by itself. You got to mix it up a little bit.
Huh.
Yeah, it's good with peanuts. I know that. The sweet and salty. I think it's just.
I never tried that.
Oh yeah.
Huh. It's kind of like my wife. She likes pineapple and olive pizza.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. It's kind of a sweet and sour.
I'm gonna try that one.
Yeah.
What kind of olives?
One time, well, usually just black olives, but this one time we got this place down the street. It's kind of a New York style pizza. It started out really good, and the last couple times we've had it's not been great, but they had like green olives on it. That was pretty good. I was kind of thinking, maybe we should try it with Kalamata olives someday. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, like a little tapenade.
Tapenade, yeah. And here's one. I mean, I guess, if it's just not your thing, it's cool, but like Nickelback, like, why does everybody hate Nickelback? It doesn't make any sense. They're like, it's like, they're just like a rock band from Canada. Like,
yeah.
Does everybody hate Canada? I mean, I've heard people say they don't like Canada, but
maybe everybody hates hit after hit. Like they wrote like
the
all
Hit
the
Factory.
hits.
They hate the Beatles. Yeah, maybe it spawns from like the Nickelback is the new Hit Factory from like
I think it was their jean pockets. I think everybody hated. Didn't they have fucking crazy jeans that you wear? Like, real stylish with
the ones with the diamonds on them
and shit on the pockets. Yeah. That's a good starting point to fucking.
Their fans.
Stay away from someone. That's a fucking red flag to me, anyway. depending on where you're at, I guess.
Yeah. They apparently they played at the Puyallup Fair a couple years ago. I wanted to go see it, and I don't know. I just couldn't get around to going down there. It's a little ways down there.
Yeah, I never got into it, but I never actually hated them. But they did something right. They wrote shit ton of songs, and then I had some friends that played up in Canada. They're from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they played a show, and those guys showed up or whatever, and they were like, oh my god, fucking Nickelback, you gotta be kidding me, like, fuck these guys. And then they met them there, they felt like total assholes. They're like, fuck, they were like the nicest guys on the planet. Like, nice. Actually really cool guys. They did a bunch of fucking ecstasy with them and shit.
All right.
Yeah, they partied a little bit with them and stuff, and they were like, dude, they were cool as shit. They're They're down for whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always funny when you...
Maybe that explains the genes.
Yeah, or you just...
Too much E.
Too much ecstasy.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of fun to go down and see Nickelback, and there was like some show. It was going to be at the Tacoma Dome, and I can't remember who it was going to be with, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to be like the only guy in the audience or something. And,
Yeah.
You know, after every song, you know, they'd be like, "So, what song do you want to hear, Frosty?"
Just point at you every other song.
Just every song be like,
our dude.
"That's our guy right there."
Yeah. We made it.
I didn't like love him, but like my ex-wife's a Canadian, and she kind of, we were up at her house in Canada one time, and up there they have this it's like their MTV is called Much Music, and you know, they spotlight a lot of Canadian stuff, and you know, Bare Naked Ladies and Rush, and you know, Canada's got just as much music as the US does.
Oh yeah, Canada's scene rules. Their punk scene rules.
Oh, the punk scene there is
sick
amazing.
as fuck, man. Yeah. Fucking Poser Disposer. Shit. There's a ton of bands. The Goalers, they're one of my favorites.
Goalers is great.
Yeah, the Goalers are killer. Yeah. Tarantua, they're sick. They're super sick.
I don't know.
They're almost like a Suicidal Tendencies type vibe, but they're way thrashier. They're fucking cool.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Canadian music.
Right on.
Yeah, Neck of the Woods, killer metal band from up there, BC
Neck of the
area.
Woods?
Yeah, Neck of the Woods are pretty sick.
That's a fucking cool name of just like a cool band name.
Yeah, and cool guys too, super rad dudes. We did a show with them at our last band or whatever did a show with them at the Belltown Yacht Club, and that was a sick show.
Cool.
They brought it. Like they fucking.
How do you say the name of your old band?
Oh, nobody could say the name of our old band. Los is Stellar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Los is Stellar.
I have a sticker right here on my thing, and I thought
everybody's like Loki Stellar.
Loki Stellar?
Yeah, Loki.
What is that?
What is that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Los is Stellar. What? Yeah, nobody can pronounce that fucking name.
if you really thought of, or I mean, there's people that can pick anything apart, but I mean, I mean, Loki is.
Yeah.
What, like Thor's brother or something? Maybe they could think that was some kind of thing or something.
Yeah, but it was a clever name though. It was really pretty cleverly thought out. Like so, Loci is like the pinpoint of a protein molecule, or you know, it's like a pinpoint of a molecule. Mm-hmm. So or an atom or something like that. And then stellar is space, of course. And you put them together, and it's space coordinates, or you can look at it as like the microcosm to macrocosm thing. It was pretty well thought out. Yeah, DDA's pretty much a genius. That guy, fucking, and we're still really good friends. And,
is not in your band still, or no?
No, he moved back to Edinburgh, to Scotland, or he not back to, but he moved to Edinburgh. So yeah, we'll try to maybe pick it up over there. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. He's getting in a groove now with some other cats over there that are I think they're going to put together like a doom or a stoner metal band or something like that. Oh yeah, and he smashes on the drums. That guy fucking hits hard.
And he's the drummer from Los Stellar?
Yeah. He used to blow out the bottom. Have you ever heard of this? Anybody blowing out the bottom of their snare? Yeah, he used to blow out the bottom of his snares like fucking constantly.
Just from hitting too hard?
Snapping metal sticks and blowing. Yeah, he smashes on the drums. Yeah, he hits real hard.
I hit pretty hard, and I know a lot of guys that hit pretty hard and break sticks, but I've never heard of anybody blowing out the bottom of a snare. I mean, that's pretty wild. So,
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, he'd be like, "Hey man, we got to take a break." And
I wonder if he
just blew out my
tunes it up
snare
a certain way or something, or
no, he's. I mean, yeah, not sure.
Wow, this I gotta see.
Mm-hmm.
now
I have photos of it because I had to take a photo of it the first time. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Now it's like one of those things that like I have to see it. Like if we get back over to Europe and stuff. Tracy and I have been to England a couple times.
Yeah,
and I think it would be great to go back over there again and maybe look up your friend and say like, "Hey, you live in Scotland. We can take a train there. I need to see you blow out the bottom of a snare."
Yeah.
Not that I don't believe you, but
yeah, he'll do it for sure. Yeah, looking forward to going over there and visiting him. Actually, we're gonna go over there, try to go over there March or April.
As a band?
No, no, not the band. No, no, but our band, we definitely want to get over to Europe. Our current band.
Sure.
So
there's ways to do it. I mean, there is. Like, I don't know. I mean, you played in Canada before, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
The best way to do Canada is to just drive up there with your band guys or something. Don't bring a whole lot of people with you. Just take like the 4 of you or 5 of you or whoever it is, and just go in one car and cover up all your tattoos if you can. I know those of us with neck tattoos and hand tattoos will get a little bit of shit, but I mean, if there's like a big show like the next day or something, you can always tell the border guys, like, we're going up to see whatever heavy metal band or something, then but then they'll throw a few questions at you, ask you if you're in a gang or something, because of your tattoos and stuff. And I remember one guy was trying to tell me that I was in a gang, and I was like, I swear to God, I'm not in a gang. He goes, I don't know. I was a little frustrated, and it just took me a long time to get up there. I think I sat in line longer than it took to actually drive up to the border, and then I think I got up to the thing, and the guy kept telling me I was in a gang. And I was like, all right, well, just fucking tell me what gang am I in then? Like, you're such an expert, and he's like, take this piece of paper and go over to the security guys or something.
Mm-hmm. Bend over and cough.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah. So the best way to do bands is find a band up there that will let you use their stuff, and then just go up there and just don't even try to take your stuff across the border. We tried to do it one time, and it was a learning experience. They pulled all of our cabinets out of the van. Took the covers off. I think they were trying to like look inside, like all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, they had to take my drum heads off. It was just a mess. We're not going to let you into Canada, and you have to clean all this up in like 5 minutes, or we're going to charge you with littering or something. And we're just like, oh my God, they just hate us.
Yeah, they didn't fuck around, huh?
Yeah.
So what? They just tore your shit apart and just left it.
Pretty much, yeah. Said this is your problem.
Fucking cop move.
Yep. Oh yeah. I think there's like certain lines too. You can usually tell like a good line. Like, go for if you have the choice to make a split decision and stuff. Never go to the young guys line. If it's like a young man, or a young woman,
the up and coming,
oh man,
trying to make a name. Yeah,
sometimes the young women are even worse, because they're just they probably it's just like brand new cop. It's like, well, the old cops are cooler than the young cops. I always, whenever you get pulled over and like an old cop gets out of the car, you're like, okay, whatever. He wants to get this over with, and because it's raining and. And whatever, but like you get some young cop, it's like, oh fuck, you're gonna be there for a while, and it's not gonna be fun. And this guy's like waiting for you to like make a joke so he can just slam your head, or I don't know,
the young gun.
yeah. But then, so then like same thing, like when the Canadian band wants to come down, you just say like, just try to get through, and you can use our stuff. But yeah, that's always proven to be the best way, unless you're like a bigger kind of band or something that has permits and everything. And signed act type thing. Yeah. So usually, so I have these questions that I guess I could ask some of them.
Sure. You ask whatever.
Were you born here? If not, where and what year? I guess you don't have to say your birthday.
I was born here. I was born in '69, the year of the moon landing. I'm old as fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, man. And born here, born and raised. Moved around a little bit, sometimes not by choice.
Yeah.
And always wound up back here.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess I'd be called a mossback.
A mossback?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's a person born and raised here. Like just moss,
okay. Because I've been here since '79.
Soggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be considered a local.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I was born.
It's pretty local.
Born in Chico, and then in California. I lived in Sacramento until I was 6, and then moved here in '79. So I've been. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you're local.
Yeah,
local as fuck.
Yeah.
When did you move here? 2019, 2018. Everybody else.
Yeah.
Amazonians.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you're a terrace guy at all, or?
Terrace? I'm a little bit. I hung out with some of the forced entry guys.
Yeah.
And we'd go up there, and they had the chicken coop where they'd have all their parties and shit like that. And I hung out in Linwood a lot.
Yeah.
I was more Everett and Linwood were more my stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Growing up, all the punk scene up there, the gutter punks.
Yeah.
And then the metal scene, there was fucking Coffin Break and all those other bands that were up there.
Is Coffin Break from Terrace?
I thought so. No, I thought they were from Everett, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
I don't know. I guess we could Google it.
Yeah, we should probably Google that.
So
I remember the name up there. I don't know. There was, fuck, all we were doing is drinking 40s and listening to fucking NWA gangster rap and getting wasted and punk rock records. And,
nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school at?
Lake Stevens.
Lake Stevens.
Yeah, east of Everett.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Born out in Machias, which was even weirder. Like, that's hillbilly land, like the farms and everything right before you start heading up into the hills.
Is that, you were saying your brother lives out there still?
Yeah, my brother lives, my brothers still live out there. My family all pretty much still live out up north.
Yeah.
North and outward, yeah.
Something about, like, I think one of the times we were talking about UFOs, you were talking about that area there is like a hot spot or something, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's known. Yeah, it's a known weird spot. Yeah, we had cattle mutilations happened to our neighbor. That was weird. I was just talking about that yesterday with somebody, actually. The guy that was, we were talking about AI and, he was. I don't know shit about that, but he was just asking me about, anything I could explain to him that, nobody really understands. And I was like, yeah, cattle mutilations. Not a lot of people have seen those, I'm sure of that.
What exactly is it?
Well, it was the cattle. So it was this neighbor of ours, Jerry Jones, and he had a farm. He was a farmer, of course, and had a bunch of cattle, and I guess a bunch of them died. They had their eye sockets cut out, and it was a triangle shape, like a precision, like almost like cauterized out, no blood.
Whoa.
And then their sex organs were cut out in shapes of triangles, and it was like perfectly. I don't know. They said surgically removed. Wow. No sign of any struggle. All I remember, though, I mean, I was a little kid, but that's going to scar you. So that's going to leave a fucking mark.
Sure.
So all I remember were tents, like over, out in this field, and then just people walking around like fucking hazmat suits and shit like that, checking shit out. So we didn't get to go and look at them or anything. I didn't actually see them. We were just like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And other neighbors are talking, and people don't really talk about that shit out there anyway. When weird shit would happen out there, and nobody wanted to talk about it. Everybody's just like, something happened again. Like,
I probably don't know all the weirdo, fanatical people like coming out there and just waiting around.
Because
waiting for the big one or something.
Yeah, because where we lived, I mean, people just wanted to be kind of left alone.
Yeah.
So
that's the idea of living in a place like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
What?
Like UFOs or?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Twice. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the first one would have been when I was a kid out there in Machias. I didn't actually see it when it flew over the house, but we had our whole family, and we have a huge family, and there's probably 20, 30 people that watched it fly over the house, and they said it looked like a big shoebox with a bunch of red lights and like moving lights and shit like that. And it was like massive, and it just floated over the house, didn't make any noise, and then all the electricity went off in the house, and I remember that, and my brother come running in, yelling there's a UFO outside, and we were little kids, so we were kind of scared. We didn't run out to look at it. And he tried calling it in, and the phone wouldn't work. Nothing would work in the house. Everything shut down. And then when it passed over, everything came back on, and he called it in. They were saying, it's probably a weather balloon or something like that, or a blimp or whatever, advertisement blimp. Yeah. And by the time I did go out, he's like, get out here, fucking check this shit out, and we go out there, and our whole family's out there, and everybody's talking. They're like, what the fuck was that? Everybody's just kind of tripping out, like, what the fuck did we just see? And all I saw was like a really bright light, and then it blipped, and then it was way the fuck, it appeared again, but it was tiny, like it just did this blink, and then boom, fuck, it reappeared.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was all I saw of that
1,000
one.
miles in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then I saw one. I've seen two beyond that, but I don't know what the fuck they were. I don't know if the one was a drone or what. I don't know what kind of technology we have out here, but we did see one over the bay out here, over in West Seattle, and it went up above the loading docks over by the what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking stadiums over there.
Oh,
And-
over just off of like Snoqualmie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it went back out into the bay,
Really?
and then it just sat there and hovered, and then it just went, fucking took off, and then it disappeared. It was pretty weird. And it looked like CGI.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
How old were you when you saw that?
Oh, that was like, 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one after that, like pretty close right after that, we had a triangle fly right over us, and that was weird.
Huh.
I mean, that fucking flew like directly over us, and it made no sound, and it was heading east. No, yeah, it was heading east. So west to east over on Queen Anne, and then once it got over Aurora, it just shot off. That one shot off like a slingshot, and that was weird. So
Whoa.
I don't know what the fuck it was. Who knows?
I wonder if they remember you or something.
I don't know.
Like you seem to be a hotspot. They're like,
Yeah.
Lance Neatherlin, he's in our database.
My dad was in the space program, so
Oh,
he was on the Apollo missions and shit.
Oh.
So who knows? You know, it's all that shit's coming to light now, and they're talking about it, and
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of almost a, like nobody really gives a shit. You'd think everybody would be like, oh fuck, they're finally coming forth with it, and everybody's like, yeah. We already knew all that.
Yeah. I think,
Nobody knows what it is, and nobody's saying what it is, so it's
Yeah.
like it's still kind of it could be anything, but.
Yeah.
Did see some weird shit I can't explain, so I guess they'd be technically called UFOs.
Yeah.
Unidentified.
I mean, I always kind of had like suspicions and stuff, and I like that. There's a really good Dan Aykroyd documentary on UFOs that he does, where he just chain smokes through the whole thing, and I think it's on YouTube now. I don't think it's on Netflix or anything, because they probably took it down or whatever. I don't know, anything really super controversial like Zeitgeist or whatever, like that stuff just gets taken right off. I mean, it makes it like a month or so on Netflix, and then the people that are like, oh, we can't show people this, they'll get too many ideas, so they take it down. Like Loose Change was another one that was on Netflix for a minute, and then you're like, hey, come in here, let's we'll watch that movie like this Friday or something, and then you get to Netflix and it's not on there anymore.
Yeah. What was that one? What was Loose Change?
Loose Change was about 9/11. All the cover-ups and everything, and all the weird stuff that actually. Yeah. That was a crazy one. I remember seeing that and just getting so pissed, because I was one of those people who, thought the whole 9/11 thing was. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't legit, but I mean, there's like a lot of holes in there and a lot of things that they kind of sloppily covered up. I mean, there's stuff, that, I mean, it's just, some of the powers that be, I mean, usually like when they do stuff to basically like lie to people, they have better cover-ups or something, like they got better paint. But for some reason, they were just using like the water-soluble paint, and then it rained, and then the truth came out. It was just kind of like, I mean, and who knows if it's the truth? I mean, for all I know, that could be like bullshit too. I mean, who actually knows? I mean,
yeah. Well, now they're just blatant. They didn't, politicians and they don't even give a fuck anymore. They're just like, we'll just do whatever we want. Yeah, do whatever the fuck
if you want to. If you want to try and do something about it, then go ahead. But
yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. But I saw a UFO up in Alaska one time. I mean, I've told this story on another episode, I believe, where I was in Craig, Alaska, in southeast Alaska, next to Ketchikan. I'll have to Google that, and if I ever tell the story again, maybe I can actually remember the island. Some of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Like Klawock is a cute little fishing town where there's these totem poles, and they're like these. I mean, they're old. These totem poles must be centuries old, because even the oldest people there have no idea, or when they were put there or something. So I mean, it must be like centuries old or something.
Sure.
Yeah, I was in Craig, Alaska, and there was a fishing processor that I worked at, and I was like a welder / utilities kind of person. And the one night I was out on the beach, and there was it was one of the only places in Alaska I remember that you could use like a cell phone or something. A lot of landlines were dead. There wasn't like any real internet out there. a lot of people used walkie-talkies, which is just kind of crazy. It's like, I mean, you want to get away from things like Alaska's where you should go.
Yeah, get a ham radio and move to Alaska.
Yeah, just get a radio and fucking just disappear. Because I mean that's what happens. I mean you know. The only thing about Alaska that I just have never really understood is like, if you get hurt out there or something, like, you just kind of gotta fucking figure it out, because like there's I mean, unless you like airlift or something or have a helicopter or something, there's probably a good chance you're probably just gonna die like wherever you are, because there's no hospitals. Like,
yeah,
and I mean, there's the tundra is insane. Like, I mean, it's just it's I mean, it really, like, Alaska's like what separates not the men from the boys, but I mean, just like the real, like the hardcore people,
fucking rugged,
the rugged people from like city slickers and stuff. And you gotta really kind of like know what you're doing when you're out there, But so anyways, I was out on the beach one night during like the shift change. Like everybody that was in the slime line would come out and they'd go to bed, and then all the people that were asleep, they'd have like these 12-hour change things, and they would work for like 12 hours, which is just insane. Just like standing there, like, cutting and gutting fish and, like sweeping guts and blood. And it's a gnarly job.
Is it a processor you work on?
Processor. Yeah. But so these people that were asleep would get up and go in, and then it was kind of like the shift change at that Metropolis movie where all the people are going in and all the people are coming out.
Yeah.
They just all look like zombies like all the time, because all they do is work and sleep, and which is fine, because then you get a big ass check and you can do whatever you want after that. But I was talking to I think my friend Brian, and he was talking. He was telling. I don't even know what he was telling me, but like I looked up in the sky and I see like this. I don't know if it was like a shooting star or like a satellite, but it was moving, and it was. I mean, it was really cooking across the sky, and it was passing other stars that are like thousands of miles apart or whatever and stuff, or however long the space guys tell us they are.
Yeah.
And but it was just cruising, and then all of a sudden it just stops, and then it just kind of sits there for a minute, and I'm looking right at it, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like usually shooting stars they like shoot and they burn out or something, like this planet will probably eventually do. We'll just shoot and burn out somewhere, and that'll be the end of everything.
Yeah.
Pray. Just we'll pray for it, right?
Quick death.
Quick death, yeah. But then, so it just stops, and then it's just kind of sitting there like a rubber ball, and then it shoots right back to where it was. Just like, I mean, it was like if you blinked, you missed it, but it shot right back to where it was. Probably a good few thousand miles or wherever it was. And then it just stayed right where it was, and then it got really bright to like where you could almost not even look at it. And then all of a sudden it goes back to goes like real bright, and then goes to real dark again. And then just as it goes dark, it sits there for like a couple more seconds, and then just shoots up into the sky. I mean, it went up, I believe, but it might have gone out. Who knows which way it went, but it was gone.
Went away real fast.
And then that was it. And then my friend was talking to me, and I kind of paused for a second. He's like, "Hey, did you lose reception?" I was like, "No, I think I might have just seen a UFO."
Yeah.
That was like,
That's how it was when we saw him too. We were like, "Fuck, did we just? What the fuck did we just see?" That was pretty cool. Like, because it looked like CGI both times. We were trying to figure it out. And there was 3 of us when that triangle flew over us, and me and one person saw it one way, and then the third person saw it a different way. He saw the actual body of it. He's like, dude, it was a black triangle with lights under it, and we didn't see the body of it. All we saw was the sky and 3 lights. Wow. So yeah, it was weird. It was fucking weird. There's more to that. I don't know if I even want to talk about that, but because it's
highly classified.
Feels like it just gets weird. It's just like, okay, crazy Lance, fucking.
That's all right.
Yeah, lost some time on my watch. I had a Casio watch. Casio, but it was expensive Casio watch.
Sure.
Never lost any time.
Except for this one time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So lost 1 hour exactly on my watch, and that was kind of weird. And then woke up with a triangle cut out of my fucking leg, which was kind of weird.
Whoa.
I'll show you if you want to see
it.
And I took a picture of it because it was so weird. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I don't know what the fuck it is, but you know, we can edit all this shit, and you can be like, yeah, okay, let's not put that in there, but I'll show it to you, and you can. I mean, I woke up with that. Like,
that's a picture of it when it happened?
About 3 days after it happened, I was like, I better take a picture of this. Yeah, I was like, I better take a picture of that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Wild, yeah. It's all irritated looking around the edges there.
Yeah, and the scar on it is weird too. If I look at it with a certain light, like I use my phone light every now and then, just kind of check it out. Yeah. And the only scar is the outline of it. The skin's normal, but there's like an outline of it on my leg.
Fuck.
So I don't know. I might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Who fucking knows? I don't know what the fuck it is. It's kind of fun to talk about.
Maybe they inserted something into you that maybe you'll or not. That sounded weird.
No, fuck, who knows? You know, and like I said, I don't give a shit talking about, because everybody knows I'm kind of a loose cunt anyway. So it's like, fuck it, whatever.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like maybe you are like the chosen one or something.
Fuck, I doubt it. No, they sent me back. Yeah, they're like, nah, we got no use for this fucking asshole.
It's like those Men in Black movies where they have the thing like just take a look at this and you know, whatever.
Yeah, but the last time, that was weird. I thought the guy that saw it with me was messing with me. He was a coworker.
Yeah.
And I was like, you fucking with my watch, dude? Like, what the fuck? You know, because I look up at the watch on the, you know, the clock on the wall, you know, because it was always set to the work clock. And I was like, wait a minute, this thing's off like exactly an hour. That's weird. It's like, hey, dude, you messing with my shit? And he's like, fuck no, I wouldn't do that. Like, why? You're wearing your watch, asshole. Like, how am I gonna mess with it?
Like, how am I gonna mess with it? You're wearing it.
Yeah, wow. It's never went out of time since or before then, but that was weird. Just weird shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't remember.
So you don't remember being abducted or anything? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Who knows if I even was? Who knows? I don't know what the fuck that triangle was taken out. But there's, you know, people that are into that shit. They're like, oh yeah, dude, you got scooped. I was like, what?
Yeah, maybe it was like an abduction. Maybe it's not like they say it is in the movies where they get sucked up into the beam of light or whatever it is. Maybe they do it to you while you're asleep, or I mean it sounds like, if anything, it only took like a second to do.
Oh, it was in my sleep for sure. I woke up. Yeah, I was in bed when I woke up, and I had that like the next morning. Like, that was kind of weird.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's something that you know, I mean, it's like destiny. It's like nobody actually knows what their true calling is until it's actually happening.
Yeah,
you know, it's like everybody thinks they know their life. You know, they know what's going to happen to them or something like that. Nobody has any control over anything that ever happens to them. People always say, like, you know, control the future or something. You can't control the future or the past or anything. We're just kind of falling slowly through the universe, I think. But I mean,
you can kind of control. I mean, you choose your own ending, and you might be able to have different types of endings, I guess, depending on what dimension you're in.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to go there. That's fucking weird shit too.
I mean, yeah,
which I don't know anything about, but
you can consciously like say, I'm going to turn right.
Yeah.
But you can't control that truck that's, you know, coming at you.
Oh yeah, we're just all we're all participants in a big play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I have a friend, Dave Larson, who has a podcast called I've Known You Too Long, where he talks to his guests who are his friends that he's known for, you know, 15, 20, maybe even 30 years or so. Mm-hmm. Interviews a lot of people in the Seattle hardcore scene. I guess the premise is to just talk about all kinds of cool stuff, and then, you know, have stories and whatever, but he also tries to figure out how him and his guest met for the first time, and, like, you know, was it at a show, or was it, like, you know, at a coffee shop or a store or something like that. It's really good. I really like Dave a lot, and I like his podcast, and I like pretty much everything he's ever done. Like his, you know, he had Excursion Records for a while, and really great stuff, all mostly Northwest and Canadian bands and stuff, and Undertow, all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, I kind of was listening to his podcast, and I kind of wanted to model like one question after that, and it was basically when and how did we meet? And you know, I had Steve Bostic on here, and I mean, it goes all the way back to, you know, like 1982 or something, I think. Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
You know, it's funny, that's Nuck. I met you and Nuck almost at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, when I was dating Jesse.
Yeah,
Over Jesse.
yeah.
Yeah, Jesse Owens. And
Yeah.
so I was dating her, and then Nook was her neighbor, Steve.
Yeah.
And then you were neighbors too. And
Yeah.
I met, so that was, what was that? 2010?
2009, maybe?
Yeah,
I think I was
2009.
divorced by 2010.
Yeah.
2009 was, we just, my ex-wife and I moved into the apartment buildings right across from Steve's place. And then it was just like months from then. It was just like we got divorced and stuff. But it was a cool little apartment building and stuff, and cool neighbors and everything. And
You guys had a little community thing going on.
Yeah,
there,
kind of.
thing, It was cool. Yeah.
Remember we had barbecues and stuff, and that was cool. I think the first time I met you, you were walking up to your car or something with Jesse. And you're saying that you're really hungover, I think.
Always hungover. Like when I was dating her, I was always hungover. Not blaming her, but I was always hungover. Like, and I think you offered me a beer too, or something. Like, oh, hey, you need a beer to kill that thing, or something. And that's and I started taking you up on it. I'd be like, fuck, I wonder if Frost got a beer over there.
Sure.
Sneak over and fucking mooch a beer off you.
I think we were talking about tattoos or something, and then you didn't even say anything about being a tattoo artist, and then Jesse was like, "Oh, he's an amazing tattoo artist and stuff." And then I saw some stuff on Facebook, and it was like, "Wow, crap! It really is." And then I think there was like you did a portrait of my brother's ex-wife's dead brother on her leg or something. Yeah. It was a really good picture. I never even saw the guy. I never knew the guy or anything, but that was pretty wild. There's something funny about that.
Yeah, that's when I was the hungry, drunk tattoo artist.
Yeah.
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 Those are good times.
How does somebody get into that whole tattoo thing? I mean, obviously you got to be a good artist and stuff, but
everybody's got to start somewhere. It's like most normal people get apprenticeships, and other people start in their basement, and other people like me started in jail, and then got out and got an apprenticeship, and took it that route. Just got to fuck people up left and right until you get it down, and then they come find you to fix it. Once you do get it down.
Do you ever get people coming from prison that get out and then are looking for you to come fix something that they knew you like? Say I don't even know where'd you do your time at?
Oh, that was that was kind of all over Oregon and California.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
so
Sheridan, Oregon, Taft, California, and then Lompoc, California.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That was one of the questions. Was
Lompoc was nuts.
One of the questions is, have you been in jail?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Did too much jail at once, but whatever it was, what it was.
Yeah.
Signed up for it, did it, got out.
Yeah.
Moved on, but I definitely went to jail. I guess I would round robin back into playing in Canada. They're probably not going to want me. Anytime we play a show, I'm probably going to have to sneak over on a fucking freight train or something.
There are ways.
Oh yeah, fuck, I'll dig a tunnel or something. Fuck whatever.
Well, there was a Steve and his friends in Dragstrip, right? Had to they got locked into. They went the wrong way, thinking they were going to the ferry, and they ended up in Point Roberts, I guess. And then they couldn't get back into Canada to go to the ferry, which was like, don't go left. You go straight. You just keep going straight, and don't get off the main drag there and go through Tawasin, and then end up in Point Roberts, and then. But I guess they hired a guy who took him in a little aluminum skiff, like across the ocean or something, and then just dropped him off like on the other side or something in America.
Awesome.
But you could probably do that. I don't know how you do that, but
there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. But there's also a beach down there. I remember my ex-wife, her cousins lived on this beach. You can totally just walk across the border like nothing, and walk back and forth or whatever and stuff, and nobody's really watching. You don't have to go through the channels, and they want you to, I know they want you to believe that there's trucks and armed people in the woods and stuff. You can totally walk across the border. It's like a good couple of miles of just the woods or whatever, from one freeway to I think it's called Zero Avenue or something. It's like it's like the first highway that runs all the way across Canada, east to west, just on the border. And you know, they want you to think that there's armed dudes out there that'll totally shoot you and stuff, but there isn't. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's funny how they think that you know, Canada and America is just so important that, you know, they can't let each other across or something. I mean, I don't blame them for not wanting us, but them, I mean, they're harmless, you know. I mean, they've never done anything to us, you know. But there was this one, there's this field next to my ex-wife's parents' house, next to the school, and you could like walk across this soccer field, and then there was like this ditch, and then on the other side of the ditch was America. It was kind of a trip. It's funny. Do you partake of the marijuana?
I have.
Yeah. In the past?
Not normally, but I mean, I love weed, and I love people that love weed. I just can't handle weed. They call me smoking puss. I can't. I'll sit here, and if you offered me a joint or something, I'd smoke it and cough all over you, and then just stare at my socks for the rest of the whole stay out here. Yeah. And I'm big on eye contact, so it's like, you know, I get too stoned, I can't look at somebody in the eye, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I can't look them in the eye, and they don't trust me now. It's like, oh fuck, you know, they get all paranoid. I get weird.
You get in your own head.
Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo when it comes to smoking weed, but I like it, and I'll take a hit every now and then. I used to, on and off. So I got into the little oil pins and all that shit, and I'd hit that like what was my favorite, the Snoop Stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hybrids, the 50/50s. Yeah, nice. Those were really good. I like
they got some stuff that's so strong now. I can't deal with the super hydroponic stuff.
Yeah, Jack Herrera, that's a good one.
Like Girl Scout cookies or something.
Yeah, I can't function on that shit. Dude, Gorilla Glue and all that shit, or whatever the fuck it is, Gorilla Biscuits. I don't know.
I don't even know like how that's even weed anymore. Yeah. Like it's so. I got this ounce of stuff that's like, they call it outdoor weed. You know, it's grown outdoors. They just plant it. They just leave it alone, you know, like you're supposed to, and they just and it just grows by itself like it's supposed to. And then at the end of the season, you harvest it, and you have all this like nice, like maybe the highest grade would be like 13% or something. You know, it's just good old. It's just good old-fashioned marijuana, you know, and now everything is like, you know, they grow it upside down and they spray it with stuff and chemicals and all kinds of stuff, and then when they trim it and everything, it's like really well groomed and everything like that. But it's so strong. I had a friend of mine come over and give me some seeds the other day, and had a couple of buds on the top that I've just kind of like, I like to smell them, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna smoke them because I think it's just,
it would look terrifying.
Yeah, he said it's pretty strong even for him, and he's a pothead, so you know, or like those
I can't do it.
One of those dab rigs or something, you know, that they look like bongs, but it's like you know, you heat it up with like a torch and everything and stuff, like you dip the wax in there, and it just I don't understand that stuff. I mean, it's just, I had these two friends that I would play disc golf with sometimes, and they were just, I mean, they're total potheads all the time, and you couldn't even tell they're stoned most of the time because they're just, that's what they do. But this one time they were showing me like their dab thing or something, and then they both sat back and they're like, whoa, dude, I'm like really fucking stoned. And I'm like, they're like, you want to hit? I'm like, if that does that to you, then no fucking way. Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I can't handle it. I mean, I don't, you know, I admire people that can. Like, that's just like, fuck, how do you do that? Like, you know, to me, anyway.
Yeah.
That's how everybody's got their weird way of functioning, you know. It's like mine would be, you know, my MO was do a rip and, you know, rip a fucking line and then drink a bunch of beer and shit like that, and that was my jam. But you know, other than that, you know,
if the world goes back to normal-ish, I mean, what's even normal anymore, right?
I forgot to show you my vaccination card before I sat down.
Oh, that's fine.
No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, these goddamn things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go down.
Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah,
edit.
I'm over
it. If the world goes back to normal, what would be on your not bucket list, but maybe like Steve Bostic said, fuck it list. I think that was pretty cool. Like, for me, it'd probably be like go see Metallica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, world goes back to normal. I mean, for me, it'd be to tour and maybe, tour under a cool band, open for a cool band and get to see some fucking rad places and play some rad shows and meet some rad people, That's what I want to do with our new band. I think what's kind of our long-term goal. Like, we want to do some touring. So
good.
Yeah, and we're realistic. Like, we're not good. Nobody's going to be Metallica or any of that shit. We're just
why not
play fucking cool shows and take a couple weeks off from work and hit the road and
good.
Yeah, so the new band's pretty fucking rad. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if you've heard anything, but I mean, there was a lot of cancellations too. Everybody's bands members were getting COVID and tours were getting canceled and dates and shit like that, and I'm not hearing much about any of that now. I don't know what's going on with all that. Still probably a bit risky right now, so
yeah, they keep coming out with like these new variants and stuff, and all these things that they want everybody to get a booster shot for, and all this stuff and everything. You still got to wear masks like indoors and everything, but I mean, I went to a show the other night, and I mean, everybody had masks on, which was good, but it was a fucking show, and it was packed. Yeah, and it was awesome, and I was just like, okay, this is what I remember. Only now it seems like a lot more magical or something, because it almost got completely taken away from us, and here we are, and there's
made people appreciate a little more. I think
awesome. Yeah, and the bands are awesome.
Yeah, well, a lot of good bands have come out of this too. Like, a lot of bands disbanded and formed. Out of one band formed 2 or 3 different killer bands. Out of one killer band that we lost, of course. But
I saw my friend's band Alex and Clayton, and I just met their singer the other night.
Oh, sick. Yeah, Monty's
great. Super fucking nice dude.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. I love that guy. I love all those guys. They're fucking great guys.
God, they played this song. I mean, they had a smoke machine in there, and I couldn't deal with the smoke machine after like the first song, so I had to take off. But and then this band, I hope I say it right, Usnia. Yeah, Usnia from Portland. They're on Relapse Records. They're incredible.
Oh, God, dude, Portland's got tons of killer bands.
Tons of fucking rad metal bands.
Yeah, you have to bring it in Portland, dude. If you're from there, you really got to bring it, because there's a ton of fucking killer bands down there.
Like if you're metal, it seems like you got to really not be fucking around and
nope.
It's like being in a hardcore band and playing in New York. Like you gotta, you're in the birthplace of hardcore. You gotta really. You can't fuck around when you're there and be like lame or whatever.
Yeah, that show, the Un show, that was at Substation, right?
Substation, yeah.
It's a cool venue.
It's a cool place to have shows. They got like 2 stages and stuff. And
how loud was it? Was it loud as fuck in there?
It wasn't. I mean, it was loud, but it was totally clear too. Like, I mean, it still sounded really good.
Yeah, huge PA, small room.
Jeff McNulty, who I'm actually gonna go into business with, he's like an incredible sound man. I mean, he made those guys just sound like the record. I mean, they just sounded so good. He and I are gonna start doing live videos, like in his studio, the Kill Room up here in Georgetown.
Oh, cool.
And where he's gonna record bands live, and then I'm gonna have like 8 GoPros or something, and then edit it all together and make it like a nice little live package and stuff.
Oh, sick.
So
Interesting.
So if you guys are ever interested,
we are. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. Yeah, we're definitely interested. We want to pop out 3 or 4 videos and get our shit together and get our EPK and all that shit put together and get some shows under our belt and shop it at least. Try to get something going. So I think we're worth it. So
have you ever been over to Europe before? Or?
Only to vacation, not to tour.
Yeah, well, that's
not to play. But fuck yeah, I've been over there a bunch of times.
Cool.
Yeah, I love Europe. Yeah, I've been all over Europe actually. Well, not all over Europe, but Amsterdam, Germany, all over Germany, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Austria, a little bit of Poland, and that's about it, I think.
Cool.
A little bit of Italy too. When I went into Slovenia.
We were supposed to. My wife and I were supposed to go to Ireland, and we were in Liverpool. We had canceled going to Scotland so I could go to Ireland for some reason because I'm Irish, I guess, and thought it'd be kind of cool. We flew over.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, we flew over it, and then we're in this bar, and these people kind of scared the shit out of me. I already have a hard time flying anyway, but they were saying that that it was like one of those biplane things where you just get in and you just fucking like putting your life at the will of the pilot or something, and the plane's like super loud and there's tons of turbulence, and sometimes one of the motors will just die out or something. You just sort of are coasting or something. I was so scared. I was like, we don't like have to go there.
Yeah.
And so Tracy was cool with that because she wanted to stay in Liverpool longer, and then so she canceled our flight and got our hotel booked a little bit longer and stuff, and we just kind of stayed there, which is good because that's where she really wanted to go. There was like some bombing that happened in Manchester, so there was like all these cab drivers were taking people from like the stadium to hospitals and
oh wow,
in the area and stuff. It was like this real like this really cool like show of love and teamwork and everything.
Humanity.
Like that. Humanity was just awesome. Yeah. But then it was like they closed the borders and stuff, and it already took us like forever to go back to America and stuff, and we just thought like if we had gone to Ireland and stuff, we would have to come back to England
on a sketchy plane.
Yeah, on a sketchy plane, but then also like have to probably fight forever to like just like get through the borders and stuff, and
sure,
maybe it just wasn't like our time to do it.
Things were a little tight right then and there.
Yeah. It could have been bad, but that's all right. So we just stayed in Liverpool a little bit longer. Had full English breakfast every day. That's kind of a fun thing to do. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the UK. I've never been. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got some friends over there too. Besides DDA, like some other friends I met through him actually, and then met through other tattooers or whatever. But I definitely want to go check out London. Like
Jack Matisse is in Germany, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a globetrotter, but he's based out of Berlin, I think now.
Cool.
Yeah. We went over there to visit him one time, and he wasn't around when I didn't go specifically to visit him, but we were in Berlin. And we're like, let's go see Jack. Stop by and see if him and Ben are at Apocalypse, and either of them were there. They were in some, I think it was a expo in like France or something like that, and ended up meeting their neighbor, the bartender, and just ended up posting up at the bar there.
Cool.
Got fucking wasted in Germany. Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Super fun.
Yeah. You ever go to Oktoberfest or anything? Or
no, I never went to Oktoberfest. One year we went over there for metal festivals, and that was fucking pretty sick. Went to Wacken Open Air Fest.
Cool.
That was massive. I was like 250,000 people or something like that. Fucking.
It's called
insane.
Wacken?
Yeah, Waken.
Oh, because people on like the people that are playing those things, and you see those videos on YouTube, they always say Waken.
Oh, maybe it's Waken. I don't know. We call it Wacken. I don't know.
Wacken sounds cool. Yeah.
Sounds more metal, but
way more metal.
Yeah, but it's fucking crazy, dude. Like the place is so big. Like they have these pylons that they must be, I don't know, a couple 100 meters tall or whatever, and you just let's get over to the red pylon or whatever, and you're walking like a mile to get there. It's fucking insane.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was
people
over
and stuff too. Right?
It was pretty impressive, and everybody's super cool, and everybody's having a blast. And there's always the tradition, like one day it fucking rains there, like super hard, and there's just like the muddiest fucking mosh pits, and everybody's just like slamming around in the mud. And you're getting just downpoured on. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's good exfoliation, getting mud all over you and then having it rained off. I mean, it's like, those metal guys over there, it's like, maybe it's like a nice shower or something. Like they didn't.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. It was pretty intense. It was dumping, man. It was like downpouring, like a good Seattle downpour.
Mother Nature was like, okay, you didn't take a shower for like a week. Now it's,
clean off the sin, boys and girls.
Shower time.
Dirt bags.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a friend who's like best friends with a guy who created Exit Festival in Serbia.
Oh, cool. And, I heard Serbia's sick as fuck. The metal and punk scene there is supposed to be badass.
I would love to go there. Yeah. one of the kids is like a show booker over there. Does like kind of just like hardcore shows, like, you know, maybe like El Corazon style or something. But then there's like this other guy who does like the full festival. And one year I think it was like Madonna and you know, like you get all these big names on one stage, and then there's like a smaller stage for like the metal guys, and then there's like an even smaller stage for like you know, like the punk bands and stuff. But even the punk bands, that even though they're on the small scale, are still playing to like 5,000 people or something.
Oh, they love, yeah, man. Yeah. Love punk love over there is
the whole
huge.
Country goes to this thing.
Yeah.
I guess it's like their Independence Day or something. I think whatever that is, and they it's like at some castle when and I'm always gonna mess this up because I don't remember if it was Yugoslavia or Czechoslovakia, where it was like the big country that divided into all different things, and yeah, it's like Bulgaria and shit. Sorry for anybody.
It's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the old country either, but yeah,
but
some Czech Republic, that was Czechoslovakia. And
some castle there, I guess, that was bombed by the Americans when they hit Serbia with like I don't know, missiles or something like that or something. There's like this old burned out, like, you know, just barely standing castle, I guess, and that's where the festival is or something. It's just like, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I had some friends that were from Serbia. I actually met a bunch of people up in Alaska at these fishing jobs and stuff that I had on these processors and stuff.
Yeah.
They were all Serbians, and they all thought I was funny and stuff, and, you know, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because there was like this one kid who was like this football player. He actually played in the NFL for a minute as like a backup guy or something. I can't remember exactly, but I don't even remember his name. I kind of remember what he looked like, and he was a big kid. And Serbian guys are usually like just monsters.
Oh yeah, dude! All the Eastern Bloc guys are fucking massive.
Yeah. Just monsters.
Yep.
And if they aren't like huge, they're like the size of you and me, but that's considered small.
Yeah.
You know, like we're just little guys.
Oh yeah. Well, I went to Brutal Assault in Czech Republic, and everybody was fucking huge, man, and pretty, you know, intimidating looking, and they'd knock into, you know, and people are drunk and not paying attention. There's, you know, I was getting knocked around a little bit, you know, just trying to walk through the crowd. But every time, you know, somebody would really lay into me, you know, unknowingly, they'd turn around, oh, excuse, you know, like everybody was really polite.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
Yeah, Brutal Assault. That festival was sick. That was probably the coolest festival I've ever been to.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's in a fort too, like 1,000-year-old fort. And you're walking in, and they have beer lines, you know, where you can get Budvar, Czech Budvar, which is the original recipe for Budweiser. Budweiser tried to steal their recipe, and they make that real clear that they failed miserably, and they hate Budweiser. Yeah, it's kind of funny story.
That's funny.
Yeah, but they've got tons of beer stands, like, as you're going into the festival, like, you're waiting in line, so they want you to get just wasted on the way in.
Sure.
And you're looking around, and there's like trees, like so there's the fortress wall on your right, say you're walking in, and then there's a bunch of trees, and you look up, and there's a bunch of fucking goats up in the trees, like on the branches, these massive trees, and they're walking around on the branches and eating leaves and shit. It was crazy as hell.
Weird.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. And, you know, standing on the edge of the wall and eating the leaves and stuff is pretty metal.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a cool festival.
I wonder if they put the goats up there, or they just
I'm sure they do, or maybe they just live there. I don't know.
Because I mean, goats are strange animals. They have those mountain goats that are just like standing on the edges of cliffs, you know, and I'm like, I don't know how they do that, or I mean, whatever.
Yeah, they're nimble.
One thing I've always wondered about goats is, I mean, yeah, they're cute, you know, and they're, you know, I wonder if goats understand that they are satanic.
Doubt it, but yeah, they I don't know.
I wonder if there was any like way that they could know that like the world thinks that they are evil or that they're black metal or
Yeah, I don't
something.
know. I mean, fuck, you never know what they're thinking, I guess. It's like our rabbits. Like, I can't figure them out. They talk to each other somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But our two rabbits, like, one will be sitting in the corner, you know, and the other one will come right up to it and look like it's talking to it, like it's just, but it's only staring at it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they'll both in unison just take off and go do something, like, you know, together. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, you guys just planned something. Like, how did you do it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This
Talk
one
to each other telepathically, or, you know, it's like, fuck, I don't know.
Sure. And you are in a band, are you not?
Yes, I am. Yep, a band called La Cabra now.
Cool.
Yeah. So got
kind of music you doing?
It's metal. It's metal. It's fuck. It's like, I guess, kind of melodic death metal and like at the gates kind of vibe. Some of it's got black metal sprinkled over it. Some of it's got, I don't know, a lot of different influences. We're just, you know, all we're doing is just creating. So whatever we're feeling like writing at the time. It's hard to put a label on it, actually. I mean, it's metal for sure.
Good.
And it's heavy, and you know, it's pretty technical in some parts, and then pretty simple in other parts, and you know, fucking fast drums, and yeah, we're having a good time with it. Everybody gets to put their stamp on it on this band. Like, there's no just one single songwriter in this band. That was our thing. We're like, you know what, fuck it, let's just see what we come up with, and it's worked out great. Like, we're producing a bunch of music right now, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah, and we got one show coming up, and we're gonna just take a break after that and focus on recording and doing some videos, and which I hope you're involved in. So
cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that and just try to get our shit together, and then try to crank it back up in 2022.
What are some of your lyrical contents or
oh fuck, that's all over the board too. Fractured, that'd be about my disdain for technology. I fucking hate computers just because I can't run them. So it's kind of a it's all kind of
control.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's all shit that, you know, I make it sound all crazy and serious, but it's just kind of a, you know, it's like shit that just annoys me.
Yeah.
Like another one's about suicide cults, and you know, and it's kind of, I wouldn't say poking fun at it, but the perspective of somebody, some crazy fucker in a suicide cult wanting to commit suicide and being all stoked about it, you know, just dark content. You know, no, I mean, it's pretty fucking dark comedy. This is some of the shit I write about. So.
Well, that's what makes it good, and that's what keeps metal so good. Is that it's like a comedy routine where the best comedy comes out of tragedy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like taking a step back and looking at something from a different angle, and kind of, you know, and that's the great thing about metal. I've always liked is that it can be fun. You know, it's not like, you know, life is painful. You know, and are we gonna fucking, you know. I mean, there's lots of things we could do that are totally destructive or self-destructive or whatever, but, you know, sometimes you just got to scream about it, you know, and scream into a microphone, or like hit a drum as hard as you can, or you know, and you know, I was gonna say, like, you don't see too many metal guys like actually going out and like killing people, but then there's the whole black metal thing, so never mind.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, that was pretty.
So pretty maybe that isn't like a you know.
Yeah, and people could be like, "Oh, that's kind of shitty to say." You know, it's like a comedy, like a black comedy, but it's. I mean, we're all gonna die at some certain point, and a lot of these things, you know, and I do touch on some serious shit too. So, you know, things that directly affect me, and
sure,
you know, I don't sing about fantasy stuff per se. Like, you know, I don't sing about dragons or any of that kind of stuff. I'll leave that for the bands that are good at that. You know, it just was never
Iron Maiden,
my cup of tea. But you know, but I enjoy it and appreciate it. But yeah, it's just our style. I don't know how to describe it.
Anything you want to promote?
You know, I guess come check out our band if you get a chance. You know, we're called La Cabra. I think we're pretty good. Pretty cool guys. Everybody's super nice. Everybody can play their instruments.
That's good.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm the worst promoter on the fucking planet.
Tattoo shop or anything? Or?
Yeah, I work at Slave of the Needle. You know, want to book an appointment, you know, call the shop. hit the shop up.
Is that becoming like the kind of the main tattoo shop now? Or I mean, I know there's one in Ballard too.
Yeah, he's been around for a while now. So this shop is like the more custom shop, I guess, like the specialty shop. Like, you know, they don't do the piercing there and stuff like that they do at the other shop, the Ballard shop. Yeah, I'm in the Wallingford area.
Cool.
And, yeah, it's a cool gig. Yeah, great place to work.
A few years ago, a friend of mine was talking about opening up a tattoo shop somewhere, and then he was talking about how there was like a tattoo mafia or something. There was like some group of people who basically controlled like what shops could open and who couldn't. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not.
No, I never heard of any of that.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Where was that at? Was that here or on the East Coast?
It was like in the 90s or something.
That's just that was everybody regulating. Like you couldn't just set up a shop like down the street from someone or they come over with a ball peen hammer and fucking bust your shit up. Yeah.
So it was real.
I wouldn't call it the mafia, but that was tattooer's code kind of thing.
Yeah.
You didn't if you opened a shop, you made sure it was out of reach of somebody else's shop,
not to oversaturate like it is
totally
now, right?
No, it's now nobody gives a fuck anymore. It's just like politics, like everybody just does whatever the fuck they want and nobody's gonna do shit about it.
It seems like these days you could go to a tattoo shop and then throw a rock out of the front door and into another. Like you could trip and fall in a tattoo shop and like stand up in another tattoo shop.
Yeah. There's a couple areas around here. It's like that. Yeah.
It's like that Starbucks.
Mind-blowing.
That Starbucks thing when like that Shrek movie or something where he like falls outside of a Starbucks and then it stands up and he's in a different one or something.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I had this funny idea about like stick and poke tattoos because we were talking about stick and poke stuff, and then we were watching the Decline of Western Civilization where all the guys are giving each other stick and poke tattoos and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And one of my first ones that I ever got that I still haven't covered up. I've covered up a few tattoos that were just really bad, and we did them ourselves and stuff. And I have one on my shoulder that's like it's kind of like the New York hardcore looking thing with the X and everything, but instead it's like a JFHC, so it's Jason Frost hardcore. So
nice.
But that was a stick and poke one. I still have it. It's
you gotta keep that one.
But stick and poke ones, I remember them being pretty painful, and this rite of passage kind of thing or something, getting this stick and poke tattoo. And I actually was thinking, because there was a friend of mine that was talking about how he still does them every once in a while on his friends and everything, and I was like, man, I should go get a stick and poke tattoo again. And or even just do one myself.
I don't know. I only know one person that does them, but but she's really fucking good at them. It's weird, they don't look like, you wouldn't think it was a stick and poke. You'd think somebody did it with a machine.
I think it'd be kind of funny to like start like a shop of just like just stick and poke tattoos. There might
be a shop or some private studio type tattooers that do that stuff. I know my friend Jules, she does them. Inner Punk is what she does on Instagram, and she does some dope shit. I'm not sure where she does that out of, but
wow,
she's fucking really good.
Yeah. I remember.
It's come a long way.
Like doing those
shitty little cross on your thumb or whatever,
Yeah. Or like on my knuckles. Like. So I got I had a friend, and we were kind of just fucking dumbass kids and stuff. We give each other like really bad tattoos. We didn't think we were gonna live to see like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And then we're all like in our 50s now and stuff, and maybe those tattoos aren't that cool anymore.
Yeah.
But I got lame tattooed on my fingers. A couple years down the road, I got Mad Mark Rude, the guy who did the Misfits Earth AD cover and a few other things and stuff, I guess, for the Misfits, did some graphics and stuff. He was working at Chrome Tattoo on Capitol Hill, kind of behind the like you had to go through the alley or something.
Yeah.
And so I was just totally like, he would just sit there and tell like Misfits stories and stuff and tattoo, and everybody thought that was really cool. And then he died a couple of years ago. I don't know. I don't want to say I know it was heroin, but I mean, I kind of heard some stuff.
Sure.
You know, it's too bad.
Yeah.
But, he tattooed these skulls with the mouths open so that the black could be the mouths and stuff. My ex-wife and I were looking at like wedding rings and stuff, and I put this one on, and it just looks stupid. And I was just like, "Is it okay if I just put it on my other hand?" And the lady behind the counter is like, "Well, I mean, if you want to be a jerk about it or something," you know. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll go get them lasered, you know. And you know, I had heard that laser wasn't that bad. It fucking hurts really bad, or it did in 2002, I think.
Oh God.
Oh
yeah, those are when the archaic laser beams burning the shit out of your skin. Like, I mean,
hurt like hell. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd seen some guys that gotten lasered back in the early '90s, and it was, or the early 2000s, excuse me. And yeah, I mean, it fucking melted their skin. I saw one guy. It took it swirled up like like they turned his skin into soup, and the tattoo swirled up. Ink didn't go away, but it was just like this weird swirl of ink where he'd in a huge nasty fucking scar where he got lasered. You know,
whoa,
just chopped a hole right through him. Yeah, it's like God.
I remember you had to soak your hand in, or I soaked my hand in vinegar so it wouldn't. It popped the blisters or something, cleaned the blisters without it. Like, it was awful. Yeah. I had to put this big old bandage on my hand and everything. It looked like my hand swelled up to like a size of a softball or something.
Yeah,
it was.
That sounds fucking horrible.
It was pretty painful. But then I saw something like $99 to remove tattoos or something in Belltown or something. I think I might go try it again. I thought it'd be kind of fun to be like maybe the only person I know that doesn't have like knuckle tattoos other than
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
nope.
Okay.
Nope, never did them because all I was going to do was dumb shit. It was like cops suck or eat shit or something. You know what I mean?
Something that was gonna like get you in more trouble than it's worth. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had my one brilliant idea, one of a kind, and fucking blah blah blah. Are you morbid?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like nah. Fuck.
I always thought like WEARE 138 would be kind of cool, but I don't know. I mean, you know, people always say if they could just redo like tattoos and stuff, that's what you do, and I don't know. I have stuff on my chest, and I always thought like if I could redo like my chest, I would get like a shoestring around my neck, and then get like a big old bitchin' key or something, you know, for being a latchkey kid or something. Would be kind of cool, but. But, you know, there'd probably be somebody trying to find a way to be offended about that, so...
Sure. Oh, for sure.
I don't even know how, but yeah. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, or anything you want to say in closing?
Sure, I'll shout out to the boys in the band, Eric Snyder, Ryan Yancey, Eric Weber, and Michael Anthony. Those are my bandmates, my mates, and killer guys. And then there's Carl, our light guy. There's all kinds of stuff I could give shout outs to. Gwen over in France for producing all of our stuff. My wonderful gal, Paige, and my bunnies, Barry Manilow and Lucifer, like super cute. Lucy for short, and super cute.
Lucy.
Yeah.
I had a cat named Lucy.
Yeah, she's sweet. But anyway, that's about it.
All right, well, thanks for coming on and hanging out and talking about UFOs and
weird shit,
things people hate for no reason.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Well, I know you gotta get to stuff, so I'll let you go.
Yeah, we've got rehearsal today, so we've got a show coming up. It'll have been a show from the past by the time this comes out, playing at Tony V's, so that'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, playing up there with that band Greyhawk, actually.
Right on.
And those are a bunch of fucking cool guys, so it should be a really fun show. Bunch of heads coming in from the north, big storm brewing in the north, and I gotta go get ready for that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, cool, dude. Well, thanks for the coffee, and we'll talk to you when we talk to you.
All right. Cheers.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and all episodes will be released every Monday. Okay, bye-bye.